Hello, everyone. As you are tuning in today, know that I got my good buddy Ethan here. Ethan was a camp speaker for our junior high camp 2 years ago. Is that right? 2 years ago? 2 summers ago? I think it was 2 summers ago. It was that long ago. Isn't that so sad?
It doesn't seem that long ago.
But the good thing is, like, our sixth graders don't know you, but everyone else in our ministry knows you. Which is really cool. Because that's who you are. You're awesome. You're awesome.
That's not
It's true. It is true. It is true. It is true. But this is Ethan Anderson. He is the youth pastor in Missouri. Where are you the youth pastor at, Ethan?
St. Joe, Missouri. So it's like about an hour north of downtown Kansas City.
Okay. And what church are you at, in case they want to go and check you out?
Green Valley Baptist Church.
Green Valley Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of what's happened over the last, even 2 years of your life. There's been so much stuff. It's so good.
Okay. Just about me in 2 years. That's what you want to know?
Well, I mean, just tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself right now. What makes you Ethan?
What makes me Ethan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if it was 2 years ago, all right, which seems crazy. Since then, we've had a 13-year-old move in with us. So got a new person living in our home. I'm still at the same church. As you can tell, I like to ride bikes. With my bike back here. Oh man, what else? I've gotten into really nerdy things lately. I've been reading a lot of comic books. I played Dungeons and Dragons not too long ago.
Dude, it's so fun.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes.
Okay, hey, we should hook up online and play it together or something.
Let's do it. I don't know how to set that up, but let's do it.
Hey, I played it. I was like, hey, I don't know about this. I played it. I was like, all right, this is pretty sick.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I played it, I think maybe a year ago with my buddy Zach Moberg, and it was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I haven't been able to play back. I have played with my Brittany's brother. They're really into that too. We played it for his bachelor party for their wedding. That's what we played, and it was, 5, 6, 7 hours of us just playing. That, which was a lot of fun. So.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're into it, it's a lot of fun. If you're like, then it's kind of like, okay, this is weird.
Yep. No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, and so I've just gotten into a lot more of nerdy board games and stuff too lately. I don't know if that's very cool.
What board games you got?
Well, recently we've been playing a lot of Splendor. I don't know if you know what that is.
I've heard of this game.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, but I've heard of it.
We've been playing it a lot lately. I think it's fun.
Okay.
Also, I really like Munchkins. I know you like Munchkins. Yeah.
I probably would. I think I've only played it one time, and I enjoyed it. I know I have a good memory of it.
I like it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And then yesterday I cut up a tree with this. So that's pretty cool too. But
now you got that as a wedding gift for being in one of our friends' wedding. He gave you a sword. Yeah, it was Kyle Morrison, and we took that sword and we tried to cut cardboard up, and I was on one of those sides holding that cardboard as you wielded that sword. I have both my thumbs still by some miracle, but that's terrifying.
Yeah,
we got it small. It was like this.
And then I don't remember whose wedding this is from, but they gave me throwing knives.
Man, it's so dangerous. Did that come with that pack?
No, this was just present from someone's wedding. So I have 2 of them for some reason. So
I feel like that was
6
Josh's wedding
now. And
6
I think this is
of
probably
them.
the perfect time to learn. I don't know.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying. We have dangerous friends. And then let me show you another one. Now that we're talking about it.
Now you have weapons. I like this. Hey, when was the last time you rode your bike?
Well, first, this is another wedding present. Um,
It's a blow dart gun.
yeah, and so yeah, we have aggressive friends apparently.
Don't break into your house because you're coming at them.
I'm gonna shoot you in the butt with a dart. All right.
Yeah,
Last
that's good.
summer,
I like that.
It's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Here, okay, no. Here's the deal. Stop. All right. Long story. It was icy here. There's a hit and run on our van. Just wrecked it. Oh. Yeah, really frustrating. And so they destroyed our van. It's been in the shop. Corona happened. I don't have a bike rack to take it somewhere. It keeps raining, and it's like trail etiquette not to ride your bike on the trails when it's wet, because then you make ruts and stuff. It's been a few minutes since I've rode, to be honest.
Trail etiquette. I don't know if I've ever heard that before. Trail etiquette. Yeah, I'm glad that you're up on the bikes and the etiquette for bikes.
That's right.
That's right. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Okay, well that's good. That's good, man. I love hearing that. So yeah, about all your weapons. That did not happen over 2 years. It was all previous, but that's fine. It's great. It's whatever. It's what makes you you. And I absolutely love talking to you. Huh?
Was it really 2 years
that we've been together at camp?
It was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. 2 summers ago. It was my first summer camp.
Years ago.
Yes. It was 2018. 2018. Yeah, because Duncan came out last year. But it was 2 years ago that we were at summer camp together.
That's crazy. Well, I also have a daughter too.
That's a big deal.
I was like, there's no way it's 2 years ago, but she's 1. She's almost 2 now. So, I mean.
I chopped down this tree with the sword. Oh, and I had a daughter.
Yeah, I have a daughter. Yeah. She's the best.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what is her name?
Shiloh.
And you also have an older son as well, and his name is
Judah Wade. And we're gonna have another in September.
Yo, come on, let's go.
So,
which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Number 3. And how old is Judah?
Yeah.
How?
He just turned
3. He just turned 3.
I got distracted with the coffee.
Yeah. Coffee's distracting.
Super into Spider-Man. You got a Spider-Man bike and a Nerf gun. It's just Nerf guns have really stepped up since we were young. That's all I'm saying. It's like this one. It's a Spider-Man Nerf gun, so you like put it on your arm and you do this and you put your arm down and it shoots like the webs.
That is dope.
That's what I'm saying.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could hide that in your shirt.
Pretty sweet.
And then boom. Well, that's awesome. So you're gonna have 3 under 3. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 and under.
So. Okay, good. I don't want to bring that up, but that's like, you're so bold. You're so brave.
Yeah, my goal is at least one of them will be potty trained by the time our third gets here.
Well, that's good.
That's my prayer, at least.
Because you like changing 2 diapers in the day. That's what you want.
Sorry.
You like changing 2 diapers, like every like couple hours.
Yeah, diapers. That's the worst.
I remember when the girls, Evie wasn't quite potty trained yet, and there was a day, like I specifically remember this, that I woke up. It was 8 o'clock, and by I think like 11, I had changed like 6 diapers, like in that span. Like I was like, I'm done with this. Evie, you're learning how to potty train. I don't care if you're ready or not. You're doing this. This is life now. So I can only imagine. To have 3.
Well, Judah's new thing is he likes to, when I go and pick him up from nap, is he likes to take his diaper off. So and it's the worst when he's looking at me butt naked. He's like, "Hey, I pooped." I was like, "Wait, where is it?"
Oh no.
And that's why I'm ready for potty training to be
Yep.
happening.
Yeah, that would that would be it. That would be
Yeah.
it. Oh my gosh. Well, even even though we have seen each other 2 years ago when we were at camp, um, obviously we've had a friendship that has gone longer than 2 years. And so I just want to kind of talk about how we even just met. Do you remember how we met?
Okay. Yeah, because we had this conversation on Marco Polo.
We
Remember,
did.
with all the other guys.
Shout out to the Marco Polo.
And I had to think about it because I couldn't remember how we met. And then I did because you remembered, and then I remembered. Okay, so
you go for it.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Here's actually, because when you were talking about it, I was like, I can't remember, but I do remember my first week of school. We had that new student orientation thing, and you were already a student.
I was,
but I don't know if Brittany was in my group or if we just met at that camp thing that we went to do the. It was
helping
weird.
hands.
The student orientation thing was weird, to be honest. Yeah,
the helping hands.
it was just yeah.
you had hands on your shirt. That's the helping hands.
Yeah. I met her there.
Right.
That was the last time I think it was really the last time I saw her for a really long time until I met you and found out you guys were together.
Right.
And then I think at it was at Chillicothe D Now, you were speaking at it. You were a small group leader and you were the speaker. I'm pretty sure that's the first time that we met.
Was it Chillicothe or was it Marceline?
Marceline, not Chillicothe.
Marceline, right? Yeah, Marceline. Yeah.
Because then you and I did stuff with them pretty regularly for a while.
Yeah.
We did share too. That was a fun trip.
Dare to Share? Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about. They brought us to Dare to Share.
Yeah.
They said, "Will you come back and go to a conference with us?"
Yeah. They rented out that bus and everything. Remember they came and picked us up in Hannibal?
Yeah, I do. That's crazy. I completely forgot about that. But that's when we heard that dope guy Propaganda.
That was the first
lay down some truth bombs. Oh man, that I completely forgot about that. That was such a fun trip. Yeah. Yeah. They took a bunch of 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds who were in college, and bussed them to a conference with their students. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was great.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was fun. College, yeah.
And then after that, I'm here's the deal. I honestly don't remember what just maintained our friendship, but I'm pretty sure that's where we met.
Yep.
And then you just hang out in our dorm room. I think is what happened.
We were. I was there. You guys had a futon in your room, and the dorms were. I was living in one dorm, and you guys were living in another dorm. That was maybe 800 feet apart. And I would walk there, and I would spend the night there. It was a constant sleepover in college on the futon. I want the record to show that I was the OG futon man.
That's right.
OG.
Yeah.
So that was life because we were all in Bible classes together. We were staying up super late, not writing our papers or studying, but goofing around, playing dodgeball, hitting each other with Nerf swords. And and then we would start our homework about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I remember I remember you slept on our futon so often. I actually got offended one time when you went back to your dorm room to sleep. I was so used to you being in my room.
Where is he?
That's not cool. Yeah. Man, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it started, if I remember right. Is that what you remember?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would even remember bringing my glasses and my contact solution, putting it in my bag with my toothbrush, and put even in my book bag, going over. I'm sure my roommates were really mad at me at the time, which is really that's stinky, but hey, it's what it is now.
I also remember another time.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this because I was going through. I had a conversation like this with Drew not too long ago.
Okay.
And we were talking about the banana and the gorilla and the
dude.
I found the original.
Oh my gosh.
It's really
that just showed up recently. Yeah,
it's really bad quality because
it's so bad.
The video phones were not that good back then. It started making me feel really old, first of all. And
Yeah, it is.
I'm just now realizing that I'm getting older.
Yep.
But it's really like pixely and stuff. But you see me
It's
run
so
across
bad.
the banana suit, and then you
Mm-hmm.
come behind the gorilla, and then Dane
Mm-hmm.
comes running through.
Oh my gosh.
That was, an awesome time. And then, man,
Mm-hmm.
I saw something else. Oh, and then in my memories on Facebook, it popped up where you came in one night. And it was decently late. It was probably like 7 or 8 probably. And you're like, we need to go to Iowa and pick up my brother. You guys want to go? And if I remember right, I was like,
I thought that
no.
was
But then
me.
like, do what?
Was that me?
That was, yeah, 100% you. Because it was me, you, and Dane. You somehow convinced Dane to go. And I was like, well, if Dane's going, I got to go. And then we rode to Iowa with you to pick up your brother. It was like a 2-hour drive. Pick up your brother. I don't remember what we did with him. And then we went back. And then I didn't get my homework done because I went to Iowa with you.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get my homework done that night because of me. Okay, pal. Oh, my
it was
gosh.
100% your fault. So.
Okay. Yeah. I think Matt just came to stay with us for like maybe a weekend or something like that. And yeah, it was late. And I was like, all right, go get my brother.
Yeah,
That was something.
It was one of those things where I was like, I don't think that's a great idea. And then I was like, Dane said yes, and Dane was always a good student. So I'm like, if he's going, I gotta go.
That's right. Dane was the measuring stick. Like if he's doing it, then everyone knows it's okay. If Dane said no, then that was our decision at that point. Going, all right, we're gonna go ahead and do this without Dane's approval. Absolutely. Going back to that story with the gorilla, the banana, the gorilla, and the poacher running through campus. Do you remember that it snowed that day, like in the morning?
Yeah.
Do you remember who we asked for guidance? Do you remember what we did? What?
It was Cha-Cha.
It was Cha-Cha.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Cha-Cha even was? It was like a phone number that you would text a question to, and they would give you a response back.
Yeah, this is like old school because I'm pretty sure most of our students wouldn't know what Cha-Cha is like that. Like
no idea.
No idea. I recently made a Kahoot for like 90s trivia. Did you know that iPhones came out in 2007? Like that seems crazy.
Yeah, 7 or 8. I knew that. 07 or 8.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like some of our students are as old as iPhones. You know what I mean? That's weird. Anyways,
that's crazy.
So Cha-Cha was like, it's like a magic 8 ball almost. You know what I mean? You can ask some questions, it give you like an answer, or you can ask like, hey, what time does a movie start? And it'll tell you that too. So
that's right.
Because I remember we made this plan. We thought it was awesome because it was like this big visit day at school.
Oh yeah. You remember HLG experience? Yep. Experience HLG.
Josh was one of the tour guides, and so we're like, we have a man on the inside. We can do this prank, and it's awesome.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, we were so excited, and then we woke up and it was snowy, and we're like, oh man, this sucks. Like, what do we do? And then we were like, well, let's ask Cha-Cha. Whatever it says is what we'll do.
Cha-Cha.
And then we asked Cha-Cha. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it's like, good idea or something. I don't know. And we're like, well, let's do it. Yeah.
like it was like you don't get glory by playing it safe, or that's what I took it as. Whatever it said, that's what registered in my mind. It was like, you don't get glory by playing it safe. So we bundled up and we ran around campus, and I was following you all day. I mean, and this is like a huge visit day. Like people are in suits all day long. They're giving tours to groups of 20 kids. I mean, there's hundreds of kids on campus. And we were running around in these costumes all over the place. And we were, oh my gosh, we did this big, huge like scene at the end, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you saying?
Well, before we did that, I remember like running into a group of people, like acting like I was a part of the group. And then you started coming, and then we ran, and we both slid in the ice and on the snow. And then at the end, we had some people work too, and I'm pretty sure it was Jake King who told us, like, hey, don't do what you're going to do.
Don't do it. But Dane was with us. The measuring stick was there.
Yeah.
And Dane's like, no, we're going to do it. Let's do it.
I'm like, all right, let's do it. So at the RFAC, right, that big common building we had,
yeah, it was huge. Huge windows. You could see everything outside. And and we
Sorry.
literally, yeah, you're doing a text message. It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
And then, the president was there speaking. There was like this launch, all that stuff. The president of the university, not the president of the country.
Not the president.
Yeah. And then, so we go up to the window. If I remember right, I bang on the window as a banana.
You do.
Run off.
Yep.
And you came and you tackled me into the snow.
I did.
And then the hunter or the poacher come and like basically tackles you off. And he has like a little stick horse with a little horse on the end. I was riding.
Horsey.
He takes you off, and then I get up and I run away, and then you guys kind of jumped after me. And that was kind of our finale. But we like banged on the giant glass window and had this whole battle scene in the snow in front of everyone.
Oh my gosh. That's how we ended it. It was insanity. You know, that one sticks out in my mind. And then also the one where we took red caution tape and put it in all the entrances to HLG. So we took this caution tape and we put it at every single entrance into the campus. And we sat back and watched. And what you don't realize is that people like obey caution tape. So they pulled in and then they would back up and they would try to go to a different entrance. And then that one was blocked off. So they would keep trying to go to these different entrances and people were losing their mind. Security guy was chasing us constantly because we tried to, you know, also block him in a few times. But oh my gosh, that was a fun one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, college was fun. Well, so we met obviously as being like Bible degree students, which I don't know if either one of us finished that. Did you finish? You went a different route, right? You went liberal arts.
It's a liberal studies. All right.
Liberal studies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I did like 2.5 years as a straight Bible major, and then I wasn't really sure what kind of ministry God was calling me into, and so because with a Bible degree, you're kind of just like straight out like pastor, you know what I mean? And so I kind of switched it up. I was going to switch completely, but it was going to take me like 2 more years. So like I ended with a really weird degree that's made up of a lot of weird things. Like Bible, Christian ministries, communications, photography, and something else. It's basically a whole bunch of minors. But I've basically only worked in the church since I graduated. I've had some outside jobs, more or less just the church.
Right. And so when did you feel God kind of leading you into youth ministry? You were in youth ministry. When did you feel like God was leading you in that direction?
I felt like God was leading me into youth ministry at a decently early age. And by that I mean like as I think it was going into my senior year of high school. I just like it was at summer camp that I just really felt like God was calling me to something a little bit different than just a normal 9 to 5, if that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with 9 to 5 or anything like that. But I just felt like God had a different plan for my life than that. And so in all honesty, like I just felt like he was calling me to it. And so man, this isn't I just blindly followed. It's not like I'm not saying anything special about myself, but like I felt like he was calling me into it. So I was like, my youth pastor went to Hannibal, so I'm gonna go to Hannibal. I'm gonna pursue a Bible degree. And I just completely trusted it. It hasn't been easy in that.
Right.
But I felt like God was calling me about right before my senior year, and I started to pursue it then. So yeah.
Awesome, man. That's good. That's really cool, man. That's really cool. Who would you say are some key people in your life that kind of push you, that you go to for advice, for accountability, what have you? Like, who are some key people in your life?
I would say you guys. So like our group of friends from college. Talk pretty constantly on Marco Polo, and then we even have that little group of the guys who are youth pastors and stuff. And and then I also have I have 2 guys who were local youth pastors that now are like they're close, but not super. They both actually left and gone to different places now, but we all talk pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good because we can, challenge each other theologically sometimes, or even, kind of really just call each other out if there's something that, we're doing or saying that's kind of like, hey man, that's not right.
That's good.
Different things like that. I would say that, like, as of right now, like, those are the in-person people really more or less that are really doing. There's some pastors and stuff that I listen to a lot that impact me in a different way. But those relationships are the ones that I really kind of fall into. So like if there's like I need prayer or I have like advice, like you guys are the ones I go to typically.
And when you say you guys, we have a group of all of our college buddies on a Marco Polo. I think there's 9 of us, right? And 9 or 10 of us at this point. They are super long Marco Polos. If you don't know what Marco Polo is, it's not that old, and it's still hip, if you will. People saying hip anymore? They don't say hip, do they, Ethan?
I don't. They say that's the one.
They what?
They just say bet. That's the one that drives me crazy.
Oh,
Jeremiah, he's like, hey, can I have lunch? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bet. I'm like, okay, why?
Bet me what? That you can have lunch? Like, but yeah, we have a group of about 10 of us who are in Marco Polo that we chat to, and yeah, man, that is definitely a source of key people in my life as well. It's a really good thing. So how do you stay spiritually fresh, Ethan, in ministry and just in life in general? How do you stay spiritually fresh?
I would say actually in this new season, for all of us right now, it's really weird time. We have a crazy amount of time on our hands now. In all reality. There's like been some things for us that hasn't really changed a lot, but then there's been a lot that has. So like I'm working from home now, some different things like that. And, so God has really just convicted my heart a little bit lately of my lack of prayer. And so I've been spending a lot more time in prayer recently. And that has changed a lot in my own spiritual walk. And I think sometimes, I think like with students and especially like as myself, when I was a student, I always thought that youth pastors and pastors and all those guys had everything together. You know what I mean? That they never sinned or anything like that, and, so I try to be as real and transparent as possible. And so sometimes I don't spend 2 hours a day in prayer. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? And so like, we still have our own personal walk with Christ, and it takes discipline and strength to do that still. And so I've been spending a lot more time in prayer recently, and that has been doing amazing things in my own spiritual walk. I've also been more disciplined recently in just reading, not only scripture, but also just outside books and things like that. And that's been awesome. And so, but I think a major thing is just community with other believers. And so like for me, I have that at my church, but also Marco Polo. It's not like a great, it doesn't replace face to face, but the fact is like all of us have walked through a lot of life together. Almost all of us have been in each other's weddings. Like, we've walked through major life things together. And so that community there means a lot to me as well. And so seeing, your guys' walk, seeing how you guys are doing things with your family, being able to discuss that together, just community with other believers has been a great thing for me as well. And so any encouragement to students right now this time is to find community. And it's a weird time and we're all kind of busy and kind of not. It's kind of like this up in the air thing. But whatever opportunity we have to be with other people, even if it's electronically like this, to take it. Because even this conversation is encouraging to me.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. I love that. Absolutely love that. It's important to always keep ourselves fresh, especially like I think a lot of our students and a lot of people are experiencing isolation like they've never had before.
Yeah.
And they're really, and I think a lot of people are struggling with that. You know, as youth pastor, typically we fall kind of into that realm of being, you know, extroverted, where we like people, like hanging out with people, like being around people. And all of a sudden you take all the people away. And you know, there's memes out that's like, check on your extrovert friends, like they're not okay. You know, because it's hard, right? It's hard not being around your students. I know we've talked about that, just like not being with our people is not fun. Not being with our students is not fun for us at all. But you know, we understand why we need to be in this isolation, but it's definitely not something we all signed up for. So
Yeah.
So you were a camp speaker at my very first junior high camp.
Yeah.
You know, when I first met you, Ethan, I said, you know what, when I become a youth pastor, as I was leaving school and not graduated, I said, you know what, when I become a youth pastor, I'm going to bring Ethan in to speak at my very first camp. And that dream came true. It was a complete dream. It was not a mistake. It was absolutely awesome. You spoke at our very first junior high camp, which was Cryptic Camp. Remember, like we did like Bigfoot and Sasquatch, and I think you brought a gnome that was just happened to be in your back seat of your car. I don't know why, but it was awesome. Which then became a game of hide Ethan's gnome every day, which was really fun. But can you tell me what that experience was like? Was coming in and being a camp speaker?
Yeah, I mean, so it was my first full week of camp speaking before.
Yeah.
D-nows and things like that, but that was my first full week of a summer camp. You know? So I was definitely nervous. I didn't know kind of what you guys really would I didn't know if I had to be like this cool speaker guy, you know, or whatever, you know, like I comes in as like just tattoos and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, he's so cool, you know.
So cool.
I didn't know, you know what I mean? I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then, so I don't think I even showed you this. Like I came with like all my cool guy, like hipster clothes in the back of my car so I could put on every night speaking, or when we were doing chapel or whatever. And when I got there and realized that no one had that or was doing that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. And so I just left that in the car. Do you remember how I actually almost ran out of gas on the way there?
I do. You kept texting me like, hey, I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. And you literally pulled in and drove across the lawn into the parking spot and just barely made it. Thankfully, your car started up a week later.
Yeah, and there was no gas stations. So
no gas stations, middle of Illinois.
Yeah, hey. And so, you know, but I was really excited coming in, and then you guys were all like really welcoming. I felt really loved immediately. Awesome. You know, and then you know, I like, you know, we're teachers, and so I mean, I love to be able to preach and share the gospel.
Yeah.
You know, it's by far one of my favorite things to do, and so it was I had a great time all around. I also remember, like, you told me, because I was a little bit late too coming in, and you guys had the bubble soccer out when I got there, and I was like, I've never done bubble soccer before, and I've always wanted to. And that's when you introduced me to Jared. And you're like, Jared lifts weights, and Jared does lift weights.
I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna throw it in. I'm gonna throw it in right now. I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna throw it in because people need to experience this. People need to experience this.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Because I'm like, I need to experience bubble soccer in all of its glory then. And I'm like, Jared needs to just, you know, and it was after we played that crazy game you had. And then we're like, Jared, afterwards, just drill Ethan and we'll get on video. And I was like, man, maybe. And then when it came to time, I was like, oh, maybe he forgot. Because he started to walk away, and I think either he remembered or someone reminded him. He's like, oh yeah, let's do it. I was like, oh man, I can't back out now. It's too late. And I remember seeing him run at me, and I remember seeing the face of my son at the time because I thought I was gonna die. And so if I remember right, I jumped a little bit because I was scared, so I pulled myself into the ball, and he launched me. I remember feeling his shoulder even. He hit me so hard.
He hit you so hard.
That was a terrifying moment. Because you get that guy running, he's got a lot of mass up. He's not stopping.
Yeah, he does.
And so that was an exciting time, a scary time for me.
I mean, he's so broad that he really wouldn't even fit inside that the ball. Like, I mean, he really had to like put that thing on. And oh man, I'm gonna tell you, I would not have done that. Like, I would have been like, no, I'm not taking that shot.
I'm also like 90% sure I broke my toe when I was on your slip and slide that you made too. It hurt the remainder of that summer. So
do you just say I made you do? I didn't make you do anything.
it was a great first camp experience, I guess, really. So
you got launched, broken toe. Oh my gosh. I was gonna ask you if you had any memories about the camp that you'd like to share, and you just went right into that. I love that. Man, that camp was it was my first camp. So yeah, you got something?
And then also some of your students introduced me to what is it called? The music. I Love My Mom.
Oh man, that's a bop.
Kids Trap. Yeah,
That's a bop.
I play it for my students all the time. I love it.
It's on our playlist always.
Yeah,
I love my mom. I love my mom.
Yeah,
that's a great jam. That's a great jam. Oh man, I love my mom. Oh gosh. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm trying to think. Did we do? We did the zombie game when you were there, right? Where we got was that you? We got the glow sticks and the like air horns and stuff, and we were like blowing those, and like everyone had to like converge. The zombie game with the glow sticks. Were you there for that?
I think I remember that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because we also did that like game where the leaders hide too. I remember that as well.
Yeah, we did that.
I hid underneath someone's car for a long time. I think everyone knew where I was, but I think that they would let me stay longer because I'm like the new guy. You know what I mean? Because all of a sudden someone just like found me. And I think they knew I was there.
Like, oh yeah, you've been down there for 20 minutes. Come on out.
So that was cool. Made me feel like a winner. So
yeah, it did. Yeah. It did. Were you launching tennis balls into the lake? Is that what your task was for the? Yeah, you were doing the tennis ball launch, right?
Yeah, we were doing that.
Awesome, man. That was good, man. Camp was a lot of fun that year. Definitely enjoyed that for sure. Well, is there any wisdom that you would like to share with students who are watching this? Any of your wisdom? You have so much wisdom. Like I know a lot of times you may not feel that, but you do. You have so much wisdom. And stop selling yourself short of that. Share your heart. Go.
Just a vague question though. That could mean so
many
different things.
It could be.
You could say like, don't wipe before you poop. Wipe after you poop.
Yeah.
That's
why would you do that?
Yeah.
That's wisdom.
My grandpa used to say you can't polish a turd, so eventually like if it's bad, don't do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's what too. I got a lot of poop, apparently.
Yeah, that's good.
Wisdom. Let me think. I don't know, maybe you need to edit this up while I think. I don't know, do a little montage or something.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Why Ethan thinks watch this video.
Why don't you go with John and Bethany over here? and they already know kind of what games we're gonna play, and depending on what we learn, so whatever game you want to play. And if you have a free kid, rather, then you can go with.
Sure.
No way.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it.
Where's that going?
Here's what I believe that like God's been really teaching me and trying to show show our students through, right? Like I was on a Zoom call not too long ago, and one of the guys was saying like, I wanted to be the quarterback of the youth group. I wanted to be like the lead, like the cool guy, all this stuff. But as youth pastors, we're more of coaches, right? So we coach them to go out and do, And I'm like, okay, that's sick. Like, that's so true.
Sick.
And so I was at a conference recently, and I was at the IMB, which is the International Mission Board, talking about how to get Generation Z to go on mission. And one of the things they were saying is like, we can't guilt people into missions, but instead to Holy Spirit empower them into missions, right? Use the Spirit to empower them to go out. And so something that we've been talking about, something I really wanted to kind of launch into before Corona 2020 happened. We had this big thing planned, all this stuff, is really focusing on who's that one person in your life, right? So, and that's not my original thing. That's J.D. Greer. It's kind of his thing. But who's that one person? And, whether that's someone now or someone that, you pray to meet, but we all have, chances are, and statistics show us, especially Generation Z, that we all know someone who doesn't know Jesus. Whether you're homeschooled or not, even if you think all your friends are Christian, because they're saying 44% of Generation Z says they're Christian, but only 4% have a Christian worldview, right? So, in essence, that means 4% of that 44 would be full-fledged believers, is what, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Chances are we know someone who doesn't know Jesus. And so instead of focusing on that, 2 million or whatever it is, I can't remember the number, that's dying daily without the gospel, instead of focus on that one. So whether that one is, a teammate or your brother or, your best friend or whatever, focus on that one, pray for that one constantly, seek out sharing the gospel with that one. Because I believe, and this is my wisdom, I guess, I was a believer throughout high school, and but I didn't really do a lot with it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't.
Yeah, man.
People knew I went to church, but it was a small town, so it was easy to know that I was the guy who goes to church, and I was an FCA and all those things. But I never really acted a lot on my beliefs. And so my encouragement and my wisdom, again, I guess, is that like focus on that one person, because there's that one person that that doesn't know Jesus, right? Because that one person you can pour into, that one person can pour into someone, like that one person can change a lot, man. We see Jesus have 12, but probably more in essence had 3 that he really poured into. And so really pouring into that one person, praying for that one person, sharing with that one person, because I wasted 4 years of my life in high school. Like I didn't do much with it. I sought after girls, and I sought after being the star soccer player and all these different things, instead of really seeking after God. And playing soccer isn't bad or anything like that, but like I do believe I wasted the joy that God had for me that time. Like I didn't seek that out because I was seeking out what he had for me. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
My wisdom, seek that one, and don't waste your time that you have now. Even now, as we're in quarantine, I challenged my students recently to do just a 1-minute testimony on their social media. Like to do a 1-minute testimony, put that out there. Like this is probably one of the most non-threatening times that we can share with our friends, or that one, because in essence, you're not like physically with them, so it's a little bit less intimidating. those sort of things. And so seek that one and don't waste the time now, I guess, is the best wisdom I have for the moment.
Dude, I love that, man. That is so good. That is so rich. I love that you're challenging your students to do minute testimonies, man. That is so good. That's so awesome. So awesome. Absolutely love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's good, man. That's good. Well, hey, before we wrap up here, I have a burning question. What is your go-to quarantine snack?
Oh man, here's the better thing. What isn't the go-to snack? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, we're fighting a battle in our house of like, hey, so like Jeremiah, the guy who lives with us, he's 13, and so pretty much he's bored, so he just wants to eat. I'm like, you're not hungry, you're just bored, right?
You're just bored.
So I'm telling him
Yeah.
that authority figure in his life, but then when he goes to his room, I'm like eating all the snacks because I'm hungry. I'm bored, you know? And so
Because you're bored.
because I'm bored. I've been doing. Here's the deal. I was off the soda, all right, which I call the devil's juice. I wasn't drinking any soda, because it was like my thing, dude. Like I had to have a soda. I was off of it, and then Rona 2020 happened, and now I'm back on it. All right, so it's a soda and some Cheez-Its. It's always pretty money. All right, it's pretty good.
Okay.
And then I also, so this is my little parenting little thing. I don't know. Your daughters are older, so you might do this. I don't know.
Okay.
But I will get a snack that I like, and so this is a little bit of a. They're not great, but for some reason I just like them. But cosmic brownies, I think. Are good.
Okay.
All right. So I buy cosmic brownies and then I hide them somewhere in the house so that I'm the only one who gets them. You know what I mean? And so I hide them in our dishwasher. Our dishwasher is actually broken right now, so I'll hide them in there sometimes because like he won't go in there to get them because it means he might have to do dishes. You know what I mean? So cosmic brownies, Cheez-Its and Mountain Dew. Very unhealthy, I know. And then every once in a while, when I'm feeling a little bit healthier, because I've been doing a lot of workout stuff, I'll do I've gotten really, like, I know this is, everyone makes fun of it in different ways, but I like LaCroix. I know it's not the greatest.
Oh, it's the worst.
I found a better one. It's Waterloo. I know. Here's the deal. I know it's so bad. It's not good. But I made myself like it because I like soda too much, and it kind of helps break that. All right. So if you drink it enough,
that's fair.
Like it.
Yeah, they say that about a lot of things.
And so, yeah, let's leave that water though. Let's not take that into other, other avenues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
only with water.
Yeah. So if I'm feeling really edgy and really healthy, I'll drink a Waterloo, which is basically LaCroix. It's just a different brand of it. It has a little bit more flavor, I think, and so that's why I'm about it. And we've eaten a lot of pizza too, for some reason, which I'm not against.
A lot of pizza.
A lot of pizza.
I want to tell you, for every single lunch since the quarantine, we're 3 weeks now, right? I've had pizza rolls out of the air fryer.
Yes, you have.
That's my lunch. That's my lunch and my snack. I do half a bag into the air fryer. You know what half a bag is? That's 25 pizza rolls a day. That's what I'm consuming.
I mean,
Thor in the last Avenger movie, that's how I'm coming out. Just no hair. That's my goal.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, I think, that and Oreos. I love. Yeah. What's that?
Oreos?
Oh, dude, milk and Oreos.
Oh man, I guess with milk, I'd say that. But like Oreos by themselves, I'm not like, you know what I mean?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself?
Milk and Oreos, yeah, I can feel that.
Always milk and Oreos, always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like how we don't say like a banana or a fruit or apples. like pizza rolls and Oreos.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its and hide the Cosmo brownies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right. Well, Hey man, it's been really good chatting with you. I love when we can get together and just talk. And I figured why not bring this into it. Noah may watch it, but that's okay because I have thoroughly enjoyed just catching up with you and just chatting with you about life and about ministry and about your favorite snacks. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll chat soon. Okay, buddy.
All right, man.
All right.
See ya.
Peace.